What's up, everybody? Today I have a very interesting video for you guys today. As you can see, I'm not in my normal setup today as I usually am today, but I've filmed a couple videos down here. So before we get into today's very interesting video, though, today, make sure you leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts or theories you'd like to share us about sport things. Just please leave a comment down below. Love to have a conversation. Love to compare predictions and analysis together, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Share this video if you can. I need all the views I get, especially right now with the channel being really down, honestly. And subscribe to this channel if you already have not, and you enjoy the channel's content, and check out my other videos if you already have not as well. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So today's video is about a very minor character, but also very despised one, Cousin Louie. Honestly, this is probably one of the top 5 most despised characters in Cobra Kai, which I do not get. Cousin Louie, I mean, that character was one of the best, well-executed characters on the show, honestly, in my opinion, and I've been a fan of him since day one. Now, you'll find out you'll find out about my, liking for Cousin Louie in 2 of my videos, my top 5 favorite Cobra Kai characters, which honestly is a video you really need to check out because it's really struggling with views, one of the worst on the channel, honestly, right now. The thumbnail will have me wearing it's about 8 or 9 videos back of wearing a Florida Gator hat, doing this. And you also need to check out, which has been the worst, this video has been the worst video on my channel views wise so far, the video right before that, that's actually uploaded after that, but you'll see when you're scrolling down it right above my top 5 favorite Cobra Kai characters, the top 5 worst Cobra Kai characters. Wearing the thumbnail, I'm also wearing a Florida Gator hat doing this, so you'll be able to find them pretty easily. And then I made a video in late January, I believe it was, Cousin Louie clash with Terry Silver, because obviously a lot of people have the theory, you would be able to figure out why this would happen. If Cousin Louie's going to burn down Johnny's car, which is his prized possession, he might burn down Terry Silver's whole mansion. You never know. But what Cousin Louie's capable of, yeah. But a lot of people obviously we're all having the theory that Terry Silver might team up with Tom Cole to try to, take Daniel's business down, give it hectic, or any certain way, honestly, that, Terry Silver could possibly, affect Daniel's business and give it hectic. A lot of people are believing that will happen because he's a man that definitely is has the ability to do things way leagues ahead of what Kreese was able to do back in season 3. But yeah, it was him being one of the Cobra Kai sensei. So that's a theory that a lot of people are having about messing with Daniel's business that Terry Silver will do in some way, and that would honestly trigger Louie, and Louie would probably go do something about it, just like when Johnny he felt that Johnny obviously kept messing with his family and doing all this stuff, and they fixed his car for free and stuff like that. He eventually got fed up with it, and he went out and did something crazy, just like he might do to Terry Silver. Now, destroying a car, Terry Silver's obviously nothing. I mean, how many does he have, if you know what I mean? But yeah, I think that Cousin Louie, I'm a little worried. Now, obviously, like I've described at the start of the video, big fan of this character. I wish he was on the episode so much more. And I will say before I get into the main topic of the video, as you saw in the title, that I honestly don't even really know why they brought him back in season 3. Honestly, they cut the Louie character out after the scene, and I think pretty much everyone was completely done with him. I think this is, I think there's some other things that people, take from Cousin Louie's character and translate that into hate for him. But I think this basically finished, any hope of, a fan base for him, obviously, when he burnt down Johnny's car. And they closed the book on his character throughout the last 2 episodes of season 1, obviously, which I think he was probably in about 5 episodes and out of the 8 that, he was in the show for season 1 and then wasn't in either the 2 last of season 1, wasn't in season 2 and all, and never thought he thought, oh, they've closed the book on this guy. But guess what? They bring him back for 3 episodes in season 3, and he didn't even really have a role in him. And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, Cousin Louie, he maybe we like him a little bit now because maybe, the truth is he really did, get a redemption arc. Well, I wouldn't really say that because, I mean, the comments he made about Anoush in season 3, episode 6, before obviously the snake got in LaRusso Auto, which is one of the episodes and scenes he was in. And you heard, like Amanda, obviously Amanda was Louie's biggest hater, even more than Johnny. And it'll be, I'll say that in a minute, but obviously, we saw Amanda say, nobody hated my cousin more than I did. And, turns out when we get, she didn't exactly say it this way, but, basically when we give him a second chance, it turned out he was a pretty good salesman. And then he, said something ridiculous to a lady, and she's like, well, maybe not, but maybe he's still like his old self. But here's the thing. I like Louie a lot. I like Cousin Louie, and I really think with the whole Terry Silver thing, and since Daniel and Johnny were teaming up, which I'll get into here in a second, I think that Cousin Louie really could play a big role with everything that's happened in season 3 going into season 4. Though I'm a little worried he might not even be in the season at all. And the reason for that is if you've not heard, Dan, I don't even know how to pronounce it. You can tell me I'm an idiot all you want. Dan Adude. I'm just going to say it like that. I know I pronounced that wrong. But he's on this show that I've watched called The Crew now. It's got, Kevin James is, the biggest star in it. And, it's about a NASCAR team where he's the crew chief and everything like that. You may have heard of the show. It was pretty popular, for the first couple weeks it came out. It was like a top 10, which was pretty cool. But it just came out. There's 10 episodes, and it's a pretty funny comedy. I'm just recommending that show. Honestly, go check it out. It's on Netflix if you haven't heard or seen of it, or if you haven't heard of it or seen it yet. So, and you've been thinking about watching it, you ought to check that out soon. It's a pretty good comedy, honestly. But he has took up a job as a actor in that show. And really, what's unfortunate about Louie's character, he is way better than Anoush. You cannot tell me that. You cannot tell me otherwise. Anoush, honestly, is probably the worst character on the crew when it comes to comedy, and he is not funny, in my opinion, in Cobra Kai. Not one bit. His character's boring, and really what brings him, since he's been on the show for all 3 seasons, what brings Louie in a lot of it is Anoush, which is kind of sad, honestly, because I think Anoush is just leagues behind Cousin Louie. I think Louie is hilarious. I think he is the comedy king for Cobra Kai. And if he was on the crew, he might even be up there. You never know. He definitely wouldn't be as Kevin James, though, as we all know. But anyway, since Anoush, I'm not going to say his real name, Anoush is leaving. They always giving him names like Anoush and Amir. Since Anoush is leaving to that show, he's brought Louie in a lot of the show. He's brought Louie to the show mainly. Been what's brought Louie's scenes up is the Anoush character. I'm worried that they might drop the Louie character again if Anoush isn't going to be in it. And this is other news for Anoush. Anoush might not be in this upcoming season, and if he's not there, I really don't think Louie's going to be there. I'm really worried about that. I wouldn't want them to cut the character out. Now, to close this video out, that's just a theory. And it is a theory, worth noting, because the crew is definitely getting another season, pretty soon. And I think the release date's going to be in 2021. So, Anoush, he was definitely a series regular in that, the crew, just had a bunch of, definitely not like Cobra Kai. They've had, 7 or 8 main characters that were in every single episode and had, just as big a role basically as another, except for Kevin James, because he was, obviously the main one that was leagues ahead of everybody else, honestly, in it. But yeah, whatchamacallit? If they take Anoush out, I could see Louie going out again. I really can, and I really do hate to say that, but I can see it happening. So what I was going to say was, though, if Louie is in Cobra Kai season 4, not only, which I'm praying he does, because he could really have a big role this season, and you're probably thinking, well, if you think it was pointless to bring him back in season 3, then why would you care at all if he was in season 4, not for just another pointless role? Because of the hatred, most likely people have for the character. Well, it's because I really think he could, make a big implication on this next season. And here's another reason why. Not only is it with the Terry Silver thing with business and all that, and he might do something to Terry Silver, it's that, maybe, how Louie finds out about, like, Daniel and Johnny, and, Louie, be like, man, I worked so good for you, and, I did a favor for you because this guy messed with you so much. I mean, I don't know if Louie would say this because obviously, Daniel was not pleased with what he did. And then you're, going to team up with this guy after everything he's done to you. And I still went out of my way, to get back at him for you. And, you fire me and, now you didn't never appreciate it. And now you're going to, bring this guy into your life after everything he's done to us, to you and our family. Like, what is wrong with you, dude? Maybe Louie, leaves the dealership and teams up with Terry Silver and Tom Cole. And those are, the trio that, try to take Daniel's business down, but who knows? So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Leave your comments down below on this theory, your thoughts on whether or not you love Cousin Louie or not, like I do. I'm sure I'll get 95% dislikes for that one. And make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Share the there ain't dislikes. Share the video if you can. I need all the views you guys get, especially right now. Go check out the other other videos I mentioned. The one with Louie clash with Terry Silver. That theory has the a thumbnail of Louie, just like this video does. And yeah, so make sure to share the video. You can need all the views I can get, especially right now with the channel being down. And subscribe to this channel if you already have not. If you enjoy the channel's content, and check out my other videos you already not. Okay, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.